Previous video on building an aviation-style altimeter, I showed how to utilize the I2C bus with the BME 280 pressure sensor because the touchscreen shield blocked access to the I2C bus. The touchscreen shield itself doesn't use the I2C bus, but when the touchscreen is inserted into the Arduino, it occupies pins A4 and A5, which blocks use of the I2C bus. The key to regain access to the I2C bus is to prevent the touchscreen from using pins A4 and A5. The touchscreen LCD reset pin uses the A4 pin of the Arduino, but simply plugs up the A5 pin with a dummy pin that is not used at all. I previously showed how it's possible to relocate the LCD reset pin to a different Arduino pin and how to bend two touchscreen pins so that the A4 and A5 pins are free to use with the I2C bus. In this update, I want to describe another way of accomplishing the same thing, but this time it's only necessary to bend a single touchscreen pin, the LCD reset pin. Before showing the new circuit, note that in the circuit of the previous video, the LCD reset pin is relocated to the reset pin of the ICSP header on the Arduino. Note the two header pins highlighted in the upper left-hand corner of the Arduino. Those pins are typically unmarked, but they are actually connected to the I2C bus. Those two pins provide access to the SDA and SCL lines of the I2C bus, the same way that the A4 and A5 pins provide access to the I2C bus. Also, there is an ICSP2 header located in the upper left-hand corner from which both 5 volts and ground can be provided to the BME 280 sensor. Here is the new circuit. Note that the LCD reset pin is connected to the reset pin of the ICSP just like it was before in the previous video. Note that this time the unmarked SDA and SCL pins are being used by the BME 280 sensor instead of the A4 and A5 pins. And the 5 volt and ground pins of the ICSP2 are being used by the BME 280 sensor. With this minor revision to the circuit, a somewhat simpler and more compact assembly can be made. All other details of the assembly are described in the previous video.